What's going on, everyone? So today we're going to be taking a look here at the new putter in the Discmania lineup. This is the brand new Notion. We're going to be taking it out here at a cool little 9-hole course that I filmed a few previous videos at, and we're going to see pretty much how the disc flies mostly, but we will certainly get some putts in with it as well. Now, the main putters from Discmania that a lot of people use are the Link, the Logic, the P1, and the P2. So the Notion here is a 2-3-1-0. So this would suggest that this is a pretty straight flying, slightly understable putter here. So while we do go around these 9 holes, I am also going to be throwing the disc or the slot that I have in my bag that I use for a slightly straight, slightly understable disc, which is here. This is the Kristen Tatar Medium Moonshine Pure. So we're going to be throwing these back to back just to sort of compare how this flies for how I use my Pure. And then, like I said, take some putts and see how this flies, and maybe determine if this is the Discmania putter that you have been looking for quite some time, if not myself as well. So let's get out to hole 1 and we'll start throwing some shots. So here we have hole 1. This is a 180-foot par 3. You can go a few different ways, either up the middle or do like a nice little turnover from the left side. That's how I'm going to attack today. So I'm going to start with the Notion and put it up on a little ante and see if it just glides right down, turns to the basket. Oof, pretty good. I did put a little bit more turn on that, but that is about 8 to 10 feet from the basket. Hit that nice tree right there and not go any further. Now we're gonna take my Pure, pretty much same line. Oh, and I just tagged that tree right there. That's okay. So instead of my normal putting putters, which have been the new Pixels, we're gonna just use the Notion here today to pretty much see how it putts as well. So here we have hole 2. This is a 150-foot par 3. And like I just zoomed in to show you, pretty much a straight shot, but you sort of have to like glide down in on a turn or do like a forehander of such, because those 2 trees are pretty much blocking the straight into the basket. So here's the shot with the Notion. Pretty nice shot. And then again with the Pure. And those are the trees that you have to combat. So we did run slightly long with the Notion, but we were trying to ring it up, so no big deal. And we're only like 10 feet out anyways. So here we have hole 3. This is a 165-foot par 3. Pretty much just a nice straight through gap to hit. We're gonna go with the Notion first. Whoa, bang, hit the pole. Awesome. Just needed that to be a little higher. And then now with the Pure. Oh, just a little less stable, and that would have been great. All right, can we get our putting situation under control here? So here we have the Pure. Weird stance on a tree, but I'm not gonna make excuses. There we go. And then right back here is the Notion. Oh, all right, I didn't get enough spin on it. There we go. So while we get to hole 4's tee pad here, I will say this is not a shot that I would really ever throw with the Pure or the Notion, but we're gonna do it anyway. So here is the tee pad. We're gonna come all the way out that gap, which is pretty much out that way, and then fade down and in because the basket is right into there. The Notion, just on a pretty like high stalling hyzer. I don't care for this T-pad much, but just like that. And we're actually like 10 feet away, which is not bad. See if we can do that with the Pure. Maybe not hit something super high. Oh, wow, we were like 2 feet away from really banging that in. And then right over here as we almost grab those chains with the Pure. Again, not any discs that I would choose for this hole, but it was cool to see that we can get them right here in the basket. So here we have hole 5. It is a 130-foot shot, par 3. Don't let the distance fool you. It is the shortest hole out here, but it also has the smallest gap, which is quite smaller than my 6+ wingspan, right at the end that you have to get through. So first up, Notion. Got that last tree on the left, and then we'll give it a shot with the Pure. You know what? Let's just throw one of my pixels just for fun. Oh my God, right over the top. I don't know how I did not hit the top of the basket. And there you go. Now we did actually get lucky here and slide a bit more through with the Notion. And we got all these Guardians here. There we go. So here we have hole 6. It is a bit of a weird shape, not like just a standard turnover, but it comes right through this gap here. Looks way easier on camera than it is, I promise. There's the basket. So again, hole 6, 165-foot shot. I'm just gonna put the Notion here on a little bit of ante, have it glide and possibly pan right out near the basket. Oh, we are pretty darn close. We did tag a little bit of a tree up high. I think that actually helped us. And now we have the Pure. Oh, that was nice. I just didn't give it enough juice. But yeah, promise you, the shot is way harder than it looks on camera. For some reason, it's just weird. Wow. So here we have hole 7. This is a 190-foot, pretty much a nice little straight shot again. We do have 2 or 3 Guardians at about 85–90% of the flight, and just get it straight through and right to the basket. Up first, Notion. That flipped up nice, but a little too much. But still a nice flight, and now we have the Pure. Little off. And for funsies, because why not on this shot, my PA5, nice hyzer flip and turn. Oh man. I love that disc. Nice floaty spin, Annie. Oh, that was nice. Do it, do it. Oh, can't be mad about this disc. One of my favorite hyzer flip discs ever. PA5, go get yourself one. So we have hole 8 here, 180 feet. Pretty much, if you want to like do like an Annie through that left gap, be my guest. But we're just going to do like a nice slight hyzer, hold the line with a nice fade at the end. So here's the Notion. We're going to go right over that little wooden bridge there and then fade into the trees without hitting the tree and right near the basket. Oh, that was so good. All right, now at the pure. I'm just taking power back and putting it up high to almost like stall. A little inside, and that's okay. We're gonna go over to my pure first, which wasn't terrible, but obviously you'd wanna be a bit closer. But just for some putting morale today, since we've been having not great putts, I'm just gonna get my pixels out and putt from the pure here. All right, at least I'm not horrible. Making some motion with the Notion. So here we are, hole 9. We have a 215-foot shot, par 3. This pretty much goes straight down following this little wood bridge and then tucks in quite nice to the left. So we're just gonna do like a pushing hyzer shot with the Notion. Just like that. Oh, I have to be parked. Yeah, that was an excellent shot with the Notion. All right, so now we're going to take the Notion and just throw a couple different shots out in the field here. The first shot that I'm gonna throw is going to be a little bit hyzered. So we can see, not like baby hyzer to try to get like a flip up, but just to see it hold the line on a little bit of hyzer. And that did flip up a little bit too, but pretty much held the line that I was asking of the disc. All right, so the next throw is going to be pretty much my natural release, which is slight, tiny bit of hyzer, close to flat. Really nice flip up and stayed pretty darn straight. Okay, so for the third throw, we're going to get it on a little Annie for a nice little turnover and see if it fights out, pans out, or whatnot, or just holds the line. Very nice, and yes, it was panning out right at the end, but it really holds the line pretty nice. So I hope you guys did enjoy the cool little 9 holes we did with the Notion up against the Pure. I know I really wasn't throwing the Pure that good, but I could promise you, most of the time I normally do. It is one of my best favorite putters and discs in my bag, believe it or not. I don't think anything can ever kick that out of my bag. Maybe just like complement it. Maybe the Notion will do that. I'm sure these will also beat in really nice here and may become even a more desirable disc than it is straight out of the box. Maybe more so for the soft than the hard, or vice versa, all depending on how you throw and what you're looking to get out of this disc, but feels really nice in the hands as well. Not too far off of a Logic putter. And I also did notice that Kyle Klein in the last 2 tournaments has now been throwing this Notion instead of his Logics. I'm not sure if he's going to stick with that or go back to the Logics, but pretty cool to see him trying that out, or maybe absolutely loving it. So let me know if you guys have gotten your hands on one of the Notions, whether it was the hard or the soft EXO. Let me know what you think of them, or just let me know as well if you are excited to get one of these. If you are looking to grab a Notion, you can head over to deliciousdiscs.com and also use my code NOHASSLEDISC10 to get yourself 10% off your order. So definitely go check out there for a Notion or an array of all sorts of other discs that you may be looking to get as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time.